Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing pretty well. This is Unit 5, Class 3. Now, in the last class, you have taught the student addition. Today, we are going to learn how we're going to teach the student subtraction or minus. Now, how we can express subtraction? There are many alternative terms of minus figure or subtraction. How we can express it? We can say take away, or you could be asked like how many left. Another sign could be minus, another sign could be how many more, another sign could be less than, another terminology could be what's the difference. So take away, difference, how many left, how many more, minus, less than, all these things they point towards minus or subtraction. That means if somebody says how many toys left with you, that means they are asking you to do the subtraction. Or somebody says that he took away $5 from me, that means he have done the subtraction, or he has done the subtraction. Now, literally all these terminologies or terms, they are pointing towards minus. So what are the terms? Let me recap again. It's take away, how many left, minus, how many more, less than, what is the difference. Now, if you find any of this term, you should go for subtraction. Now, make sure you teach this to your students, because they might hear any of these words, and by hearing this word, they should go for subtraction. You could start with this example. You have 5 cars and Millie has 3 cars. Now the question is, how many more cars do you have? That means how many more cars you have than Millie. So it is 5 and Millie has got 3. So 5 minus 3. What should be the answer? It should be 2. Then another one, some sweet, one of the sweets, it would cost $10 and another one is cost $15. What's the difference between the prices? Means there are 2 types of sweets, just like the previous classes. Now one is costing $10 and another one is costing $15. Now you are being asked what is the difference. That means find out the difference between these 2 prices. Difference. What is the difference? Or how much more money is required to buy these sweets? Again, it is pointing towards subtraction or minus. So that means you could say 15 minus 10 should be the answer. Now 15 minus 10 is equals 5. Go to the next section. Here you would teach the student subtraction practically, that means using your hands, or helping them counting backwards. Doing the addition, you are counting forward, that means 5. After, if we added 3 more, we used to do 6, 7, 8 like this. Now here you will be teaching the students how they should count backwards. That means 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means they should go backward rather than going forward. Now here, look at this. 8 minus 5. What should be the answer? 8 minus 5. Somebody has got 8. There are 8 fingers and there are 5 fingers. So how many fingers will be left? In one hand you have got 5 fingers, another hand you have got 3 fingers. You should start counting backward like this picture. So you start from this 8, then you're saying you should go back 5 fingers. 8 minus 5. How many fingers you are taking away? You are taking away 5 fingers. So count back to 5 fingers. For example, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That means if we count back 5 fingers, we get the answer. What is it? It's 3. So 8 minus 5 equals 3. This is what you should teach the students. That means they should be able to count back their fingers. Now 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1. So 3, 2. I'm just counting back 1 fingers. Now this is how you help the student to do the subtraction using their fingers. 7 minus 4 is not the same as 4 minus 7, but when we are doing the addition, we are saying that 2 plus 5 and 5 plus 2 are the same thing. 7 plus 2 or 2 plus 7 are the same thing when we are doing the addition, but when we are subtracting, 7 minus 4 and 4 minus 7 are not the same thing. Why? Because subtraction can be done from the larger number to the less large number or the smaller number. Subtraction can be done from the larger number to the smaller number. That means between a small number and a large number you are subtracting. So the large number, if it comes first, only there is a positive balance. If it doesn't come first, the smaller number comes first and the larger numbers is being subtracted, there should be a negative figure. Just assume you have got 15 taka in your pocket. Now you need to buy something that will cost you 20 taka. So do you have any extra balance after buying that thing? You have 15 taka, you are paying the shopkeeper 20 taka. That means you will need 5 taka more. There is a 5 taka negative balance. That means 15 minus 20 equals minus 5. You will need 5 taka more to buy the product. If we go for the vice versa result, for example, you have got 20 taka and the thing you are buying, it is cost 15 taka. Now if you subtract 20 minus 15, you get 5 taka. You could help the student learning it using chocolates or maybe the pen or pencils. Give them some pencils and you just take back some pencils. Like for example, if I give you 7 pencils and take back 4 pencils, how many pencils you are left with? You are left with 3 pencils. So you are counting back. 7 minus 1, 6. 6 minus 1, 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. This is how you are left with 3 pencils. Or go back the counting. So you should do this practicing as long as the student are not understanding the subtraction method. Now look at this number lines. 7 minus 4 equals what? Look at this, 0 to 10. Now here doing the subtraction, from 7 you are going back 4. 7 here and you are going back 4 items back or 4 scale back. So that means 7, before that it comes 6, before that it comes 5, before that it comes 4, and then before it comes 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. You are subtracting 4 from the 7 and you are left with 3. Look at this next scale, it is giving a clear details. From this one you could see that you are left with 3. I hope you guys are understanding this one. There is another method of subtracting. What is it? It is counting. Just like the addition or plussing. So when you are adding things, you have been counting. Here you can do the same thing. This trick could be used when you are going to do the subtraction as well. Now look at this carefully. You have got one large number and one small number between the subtraction. Now for example, 7 minus 4. 7 here is the bigger number and 4 here is the small number. 7 is the big number, 4 is the small number. Now you need to reach from the small number to the big number. That means how many more numbers you need to become the large number. For example, 7 is the large number and you have got 4. So from 4 to 7, how many numbers do you need? So here you can start counting on. I have got 4, then after that it comes 5, then comes 6, then comes 7. That means I need 3 more numbers. 5, 6, 7. This is how we could do it. For example, 10 minus 6. Here the large number is 10 and the small number is 6. Now you need to reach from 6 to 10. How? After 6 you should go 7, 8, 9, 10. How many numbers you have to go further? 4 numbers. That means you needed 4 more numbers to get back to 10. That means the answer is 4. 10 minus 6 equals 4. You could do it in the both way. Now go to the next page. Look at this timeline here. Can you see from 4 you are counting back forward. 7 minus 4, we are trying to find out the answer of 7 minus 4, but we are counting forward from 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many number we have in between to reach to 7? We needed 3 more number. Each of this scale is pointing towards one singular number. This is how you can teach the student. That means you could say 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many need? I've got 4. I'm here and I'm just trying to go to 7. So how many more stairs I need to cross? I need to cross 5, I need to cross 6, and I need to go to 7. So that means 1, 2 and 3. So I need to cross total 3 stairs to reach to 7. Do you understand this? Now you need to do these things with the students so that they understand. Make sure you do it in your native tongue first, because this is going to be pretty much tough for the student to understand it in English. Perhaps it would be better if you teach them in your native tongue first and then explain it in English. 7 minus 4 equals 3. They already know the name or the narrative form of these numbers. Now go to this section. This section could help you further. Yeah, removing dots. That means subtracting dots. Look at this. I have got 5 dots and I am subtracting 1 dots from there. How many dots I am left with? That means 5 minus 1. What should be the answer? It should be, you should counting math 5, and before 5 what comes? 4. So I am just going back 1 dot. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Or maybe you could start with this format: 1, then I need to reach to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 4 more dots to reach to 5. These are the 2 different ways of getting the result from a subtraction. Look at this next one. 5 minus 4. What should be the answer? It should be 1, right? So I have got 4 as the smaller number and I need to reach to 5. I should add only 1. 4, after that it comes 5. So what's the answer? Answer would be 1. Or the other way, 5 minus 4, you just count back. How many dots you are counting back? You are counting back 4 dots. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So what should be the answer? Your answer should be 1. This is how you can teach the students. They should understand both the way of subtracting. Go to the next picture. Look at this girl. She has got 5 balloons. How many balloons she has got with her hand? In her hand she has got 5 balloons. Now, for example, 2 of these balloons, they just flown away. Yeah, they are gas balloons, so if you just loosen them and they will flow away. these 2 balloons, they just flown away. How many balloons this girl have? This girl have 3 balloons. Now you could reach to these 3 balloons 2 different way. So what's the smallest number? 2. Now from 2 to get 5 balloons, how many more balloons you're gonna need? 3, 4, 5. 3 balloons you're gonna need. Or from 5 to 2 you could go like 4, 3. How many more balloons you're gonna need? 3. This is how you're counting back 2. How many balloons flown away? 2 balloons. You're just counting back 2. 4, 3. I have 5. I'm going to the previous version of 5. It's 4 and then I get 3. Yeah, I'm just flowing away 2 balloons. This is how. These are the way of getting the subtracted version. Now look at this. It's saying 5 minus 2. We are getting 3. Now here, if the student have understood all the things perfectly or not, we are not certain, right? Now you are going to do a lot of practicing here. And look at this. I have given so many practices for you to help the students to understand subtraction properly. I hope you all know how to do the subtraction. I'm just showing you the method how you should teach your students. Because the learning process of yours and the students, they are little children, they have different learning procedures, right? So we need to take all the precautionary measure to make sure they learn it perfectly. Now go to this exercise version. Look, 3 minus 1. What should be the answer? It should be 2. So the student can reach to this answer in 2 different ways. Make sure they practice both ways. So the smaller number is 1 and the larger number is 3. 3. From 1 to 3, how many more numbers I'm gonna need? 2, 3. I need to go 2 more numbers. So 2 more numbers will get me to 3. So the answer is 2. Or the other way you could say that 3 minus 1, how many numbers I'm going back? Counting back 1. So 3, before 3 what comes? 2. So this is how they could find out the answer. So what should be 4 minus 2? It should be 2. 5 minus 1? It should be 4. 6 minus 5? It should be 1. 3 minus 2? It should be 1. 8 minus 4? The answer should be 4. You just go through all this version. Now go to the next one. Next one is saying, look at this. 7 minus dash equals 1. Here, look at this. A tricky question here. Now, what is the smaller number? We don't know. But we're subtracting. So we have the answer and we have the bigger number most of the case. So what should be the second one or the smaller number in the equation? How you could get it? You can still get it. Look at this. The answer is always the smaller number. You just deduct the answer from the larger number. 7 minus 1. What should be the answer then? It should be 6. Count back 1. It should be 6. Look at this next one. 7 minus dash equals 4. It's trying to figuring out like from the larger number 7, what should be the smaller number that if we deduct it, we get the answer 4. It's the same thing here. Large number is 7 and the smaller number is 4. You just try to reach from 4 to 7. So how many more numbers you need? Go counting forward like 5, 6, 7. You need 3. So the answer would be 3. Or you could do it other way, like you just count back until you're getting 4. So 6, 5, 4. So how many you are counting back? You are counting back 3. So the answer should be 3 here. Now look at this next one. It's saying 7 minus dash equals 0. The larger number is 7 and the smaller number is 0. That means you need to go from 0 to 7. How many numbers are there? There are 7 numbers. If you count forward like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need 7 to reach 7. Or if you are counting backwards 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Still you are going back 7 step. That means the answer is 7 here. The next one, 7 minus dash equals 5. The answer, smaller one is 5. If you count back forward, like you say 6 and 7, you get 2. Or if you count backwards, 7 to 6 and 5. So how many you are going back? You are going back 2. The answer would be 2. Now teach the student both the version. You should practice it first. Help them practicing it first. Do some activities. For example, you could take some pencils in the classroom and do this activity. Bring some student in the front and give them some pencil. For example, to bring 2 students, Rohim and Karim, they come forward and then give Rohim 3 pencil and Karim 1 pencil. There are total 4 pencils, right? So first you give the 4 pencil to Rohim, and then from there you give 1 to Karim. Now you ask how many pencils Karim has got. Karim has got 4 minus 1 equals 3. This is how you could show. Now this could not make sense at the very beginning. That's why the balloons one, the dots versions are given. So after you complete all these versions of practices of subtraction, the student should be able to understand. Now if they still fail to understand, you try to figure out some innovative way like this. Don't just ask them to memorize like 4 minus 1 equals 3. No, don't ask them doing that. Or don't even just ask them to write it on this paper or in the notebook so that they just memorize it. Don't do it. Yeah. Now go to the next one. See, 10 minus 1. What should be the answer? It should be 9. You just follow the same procedures. Now here it's the different way of doing the subtraction. Next one, 3 minus 2. You need 1. Next one, if it is 2-digit number, look at this. 18 minus 10. We have got 2 digits. Now how we are going to do it? Tell the students, if you get 2 digits subtraction, you just go to the right digit to the right digit. For example, 0, 8. From 0 to 8, how many numbers you're gonna need? You start counting forward like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 8. Put 8 there. From 1 to 1. You're still in the position. Is there any point you need to go forward? No. So the answer would be 8. Now if it was 28 minus 10, the answer would be 0 to 8. You need 8. And then another one is 1 to 2. How many numbers you're going to need? 1. Put the 1 here. Now you get 18. We will learn the 2-digit subtraction and 3-digit subtraction later in class 2 or in the next sessions probably. Perhaps in the class 2 modules there will be a mathematics module for the students separately. There you will teach them in detail how they should do the 2 digits subtraction. Now go to the next section. Yeah, just like the addition table, there is a subtraction table. If you have figured out how you should use the addition table, you already have figured out how you should use the subtraction table. So you just go through the matrix like 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 1 equal to minus 1, 0 minus 2 equal to minus 2, 0 minus 3 equal to minus 3, and so on. So do the same thing for rest of the matrix. Like I'm doing the middle one, 10 minus 0 equals 10, 10 minus 1 equals 9, 10 minus 2 equals 8, 10 minus 3 equals 7, 10 minus 4 equals 6, 10 minus 5 equals 5, 10 minus 6 equals 4, 10 minus 7 equals 3, 10 minus 8 equals 2, 10 minus 9 equals 1. The last one, 18, 18 minus 0 equal to 18, 18 minus 2 equal to 16, 18 minus 5 equal to 13, 18 minus 8 equal to 10, 18 minus 9 equal to 9. This is how you just go through and ask the student to practice this matrix. They should go from left side to right side, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 1, and so on. So this will be pretty much clear for the students if they go through this subtraction table. But if they don't understand the previous versions of the subtraction, now this is going to be pretty much problematic for them to understand the subtraction table. So you make sure they understand the subtraction table. Just like the addition table, you keep going on row by another row. Row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. You just go through this. This is going to take time. Take as much as time it is required so that the student understand this version clearly. Now this is for the student to learn subtraction in shortcut. Don't just ask them to memorize it. They should understand it and then go through the table. Ask the student to do similar table at home. Give them homework. They should do a table like this at home and bring it to you. Or you may create a practice class where you teach them creating a subtraction table. Give them a blank table like this and they will fill it or help them filling it.